Kennst den ersten dogmatischen Film, kommerziellen, den es gab? Wo diese 4 Jugendlichen durch den Wald hatschen? Genau. Erinnert mich irgendwie. Hätten sie auch mal zusammenrahmen können. Förster gibt's da keinen, gell?
Okay, I on air again. It's already a funny beginning, I think. I mean, it's my old friend Fritz, with whom I did a lot of trips all over the world. So today I want to talk about the tricky subject of facts. And my title is I in the Underbrush. This is what you see here. It was in Tasmania, a very exciting time, and we did a walk to a silver mine, a real discovery tour. So it fits my title because there you don't find any facts, you have to make experiences. And here we are, on air and talking about a tricky subject, as I said already. I picked it because we are in times where we are confronted with facts every other day, and facts are more or less something that we have to consider as being true. And but if we look at the discourse during the last months and more than a year now, we have to realize that facts have nothing to do with truth. And facts, usually we consider science being a fact-producing machine. But if you take the word as it is, literally, it means man-made. It's a word from Latin, facere, and it means machen, making. So I want to talk about the fact that facts are not what we think they are. And there are times when facts are no facts, when we are still discovering and where we are in a process of finding out. This is what we call experience, even though science doesn't like the word experience because it's science and scientists think it's subjective. And science has this arrogant attitude to be objective. And I think this is one of the big mistakes that are or premises of science. And just when I got these papers from the authority and the lawyer told me, yes, science is just a view. So here we are again with facts. And I was troubled a lot with facts during my life because I am brought up in a scientific household. Everything was like, it was about truth, about being right or wrong. And the method of science was an established thing that was accepted the way it is. I have a long history struggling with facts. Therefore, I said I love to open boxes because when you open boxes, you look at the content and you see different things, and suddenly the box, which may be called immunity, and then you open the box, and then you have all these papers and all these different publications, thousands of them, and suddenly this fact, immunity and immune system dissolves. It's not there. You see the path, how long it takes until a fact becomes a fact, and we don't question it anymore. And I think this is one of the most important things that I want to tell you. A fact is something we don't question anymore. It has nothing to do whether it's right or wrong. It's a thing that is a consensus. There is a consensus. We agreed that this is true. And I want to go back in my history a little bit when I started studying medicine. this was not from the beginning my aim to study this. And I was looking into other disciplines like languages and theater and journalism, and all this was so soft for me. I was looking for something giving me a solid foundation, because when I came to Vienna, when I was starting my studies and I was 19 years old and I was not very secure, and I was having a lot of self-doubts, so I thought I have to have a study, I pick a study that gives me a solid foundation. And though I picked medicine, and I couldn't have been more wrong than thinking that this will give me a solid base on which I can start out. I had, back in the days, no idea about the philosophy behind the mindset, or what facts are. I didn't think about these things. I only realized that what I do here is stuffing myself with information, with facts, so-called facts, and that I got bored by it, and that I got irritated, and I compensated for this, that I jumped into the hospital and did hands-on work immediately to forget about my problem with medicine, because medicine is far from being fact-driven. It's a thing of experience. But if you take your scripts and you read them and you are involving yourself, or you're stuffing yourself for an exam, you don't question these things. You don't question it at all. And sorry. You don't question things. And what I wanted to tell you today is, facts are more politics than science. And those things that are considered to be facts are decided by a majority. I mean, what I experience now all these years with Beast Mill, I have never been accepted as a fact-producing machine. It was always that, yeah, this is the only experience, and this is only your view, and you don't have enough experience, you don't have the facts. Where are the studies? Studies are meant to be facts, producing the facts that allow you to state something as being true. And I want to tell you that this struggle is a hard one, because you end up in the nowhere. And I want to state here that a fact has nothing to do with being real. And truth and reality is something different. And we should look for the real and not for the facts. And we should doubt them, and we should open boxes. And I don't have a box here today, because I jumped into this live stream, or into this stream today, because I thought it's my aim. I want to talk about immunity, stand up for your immunity rights, and there are a lot of different views out there about immunity today. And I learned to look at these things at the immune system in a different way, and I experienced that I was far beyond of knowing facts underneath of this system. So please, let's continue this discourse in the future about views and facts and reality, because it's not like this that we should accept things just the way they are. We are not progressing, we are not gaining knowledge by accepting facts as they are. And walk through the woods, look at the little details around, and ask yourself, how do I gain knowledge? How do I gain experience? How do I change my mindset? And this is what I do every day, and I'm forced to do now every day because of the papers of the authorities I got. And there is an authority telling you what's a fact and what's not considered to be a fact. And therefore, I have to tell you that facts kill creativity, and they destroy discourses, and they give us no chance to develop as a person, as a society. So this is what I wanted to say today, and I want to leave you with my walk through the Tasmanian woods, where we didn't meet the Tasmanian devil. This didn't work out, unfortunately. So I give you...
Oh, der Fuchs, da ziehe ich mir die Schuhe sicher nicht aus in dem Gelände.
This is definitely a fact-finding mission, and this is a video quite long. I have in my bag, what do I have in my bag? Facts. Rubber boots, because it was meant this silver mine, which is not active anymore. It was quite swampy, and I carried for Fritz the boots because he refused to take them with him. So this is what it is. We have to discover. We have to open our eyes, and we have to be open for different views. And my whole life is a story of discovering, of making conclusions, wrong conclusions, because if you have made a conclusion, you have a fact, and you put it in a little bag, and you close it, and then it's done, and you put it aside. We shouldn't do like this. In my life, even with my Bismilch stuff, I open the boxes every other day, because what was right to do today might not, or wrong, might be adequate to at another time. So this is what I wanted to, this is all I wanted to say. I'm already 13 minutes. It's enough. So I give you, after this, I give you another very, very heroic discovery. This is my dear friend Kjell, and I want to show you how he tackled his jump into the ocean. It was a very, very dangerous situation, and even if you have whatsoever knowledge about how to tackle things like this, how to tackle a situation like this, you will not succeed if you are not ready hands-on and make the experience and make the decision in this moment of time. So I leave you alone now for a moment with Kjell. I was really scared that he might not make it to the shoreline, really. It was a very dangerous situation. And it shows what it means if you are ready to go on a discovery journey. And that you have to take risks, but that you learn a lot. And that all your knowledge from textbooks and all these frozen facts you meet every day and that you learn in school, it starts early. With your first day at school, you are confronted with facts and you are never taught how to question them. So far, so good for today, and I will want to encourage you again, our Beast Boost experiment. This is also an open box, ready to collect your experiences. Please jump, and it's not a big risk. Peacemilk is very safe, so please join us. Send us an email, peacemilk@peacemilk.com, and give us your discovery journey to this very, very special substance and to this very special product. And at the end of this talk, as usual, Ralph Settle, give us a share, give us a like, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, our YouTube channel, whatsoever, all of these, our universe is relatively huge for being such a small, small business. So thank you. This was Eye on Air, it's my life. A little bit more theory this time, and I hope to see you very, very soon again.